It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 10th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will get the football first. It was easily the most memorable post-game in the long and storied history of Michigan and Ohio State. It put an exclamation point on Michigan's season and in an odd way sort of propelled Ohio State in the same direction eventually.
I think this game last year was probably the most surprising game of the year for me, considering I thought Ohio State was going to go in and absolutely drop them. What I remember, David, they could never get the run game going. With Quinshon Judkins, Travion Henderson, they still somehow...
Turning it on! Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Gonna run it. It's Haynes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He wants to change this route. Off play action. Moving away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Wolverines are marching down the field. The give to the back. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He's got the tight end. Open space at the 25. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Running the red zone, it's Haynes. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. The snap sets up the throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Talk about aggressive play calling here offensively. Down close to the goal line. On 1st down, you try to throw it, it goes incomplete. 2nd down, you try to throw it again, and now you get sacked, so you're almost forced now to have to do...
And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Ohio State's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with a clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot.
Breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, see if they can do it again. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Makes the catch, it's Jackson. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking for a gap, it's Jackson. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Got it behind the line. It's Klein. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Underwood. On the run, still looking. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They've climbed into the top 10, been through some battles, proving themselves to be one of the best teams in the country. What do you think about their chances of staying there?
Well, they got to keep playing at a high level, and obviously they've had tons of success now to crack into the top 10. I'll tell you, when you get top 10, David, you get everybody's attention.
Yeah, you get everybody's attention, but I hope this team ain't just searching for a top 10. Like, I hope they're trying to be the best team in the country, and you hope the best is still to come for this squad.
On the run, fires downfield. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense probably has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
To the air, it's Sayin. Clears the pressure. With the catch, it's Tate. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Tate. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
This is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I will keep force-feeding him the football.
There he goes. stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack. And that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that.
It's a running room. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Michigan offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. To the air, it's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. Unleashes one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to turn the corner on the jet sweep. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're working that left side. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Here to open the period. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
And you think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at Ohio State. And it's amazing, in a conference full of trophy games, maybe the greatest rivalry doesn't even have one.
Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. And the Buckeyes are flying down the field. Motion from the wideout. Running back searching for a hole. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. To throw, it's Sayin. Fires left. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
4th and 1, I think everybody in the stadium knew what was coming. It was going to be QB sneak, trying to get some push. Quarterback, see if you can find a crease, pick up the first, keep the drive alive.
They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Pulls it in. It's McCulley. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. And the Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Because it freezes those linebackers, it freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll run play action. Dances away. He'll get rid of it. This time he's got his man.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect and keep the drive going.
They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Underwood. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him as he's throwing the football, forced the errant pass, and dodged a bullet.
Snagged in the middle. It's Klein. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. You don't want to have to settle for the field goal down here. When you have a red zone weapon like this dude, use him.
Yeah, and when you get in this area and
he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverine. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
He just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. On the run, it's Jackson. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1.
run game is good, balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Grab behind the line. It's Smith. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. The give on the option. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it, and it's been that way all day. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. They've got the screen set up. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Makes the grab. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is a game of swings and momentum, and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
They'll rush to the line. Clock stop for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. Looking to buy time. Slings it downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's McCulley.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Trying to to cap this drive with the pass. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Sets up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Quarterback adapting. Fires downfield. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Fires on the move. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when the Wolverines and Buckeyes get together, and a fun first half to boot. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W.
And he loses the football on the return. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll start this 3rd quarter with a run. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Steps away to find some room. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A quick pass to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
The Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's McCulley. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. New set of downs after the completion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Picks up the first down. Oh, and what a move. What a juke. And he makes it past the marker. The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Klein. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The give to the tailback. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He's got a lot of moves in the bag as he uses a few of them to get to the 18. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Unloads it left. He's got it. Breaks into the open. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Quick spin on the ride. Got the 1st down and more. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Slithers into space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
But will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Using his legs, it's Marshall. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Flushed out of the pocket. On the move, he fired. Finds space on the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Wolverines are on the move. This time they'll go to the running game. enough for a first down. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. It's a reverse. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss. Big loss on the last play threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. Breaks the tackle. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trying to knock him.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. On 1st down from their own 22. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And that's a very productive 1st down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. That's reeled in. It's Tate. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a 1st down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the ground with the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unleashes one deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Bunch formation for these receivers. Power football with the run. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Hauls it in. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarter.
Turning it on! Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. On to attempt the try.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So here comes the Michigan offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Dropping back, it's Underwood. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab down the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job on the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now is not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Quarterback running on the drop. Tough slanting in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down.
And you could tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down, if you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward.
Breaks into the open. Nice pick up there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Hester. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got his man quickly.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sayin. quick strike complete.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. And he's just going to spike it. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Spits it out to the back. Caught close to the marker. It's Jackson. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Got to get lined up to spike it and stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And that one's too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They cross out all of the M's on campus. They call them the school up north. But this year, Ohio State will have to call Michigan the victors in the game as they plant their flag in this rivalry for another year. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.